this.
You were the top rookie last month and every.
You can take him, I just know it! Here we go!
Who receive a trading card pack, arrive early to the fan zone, and get them signed by Grizz and the Grizz Girls.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for John Morant.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Mr. Clutch out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Williams. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Morant. Pass to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Williams passes to Bane. Williams kicks to Morant. And stolen by Wiggins. And here's the break. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Warriors. Pass to Aldama. Williams looking around. Aldama finds Morant. Trains the three-pointer.
When Ja's knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
They set the screen. Down low, here's Jackson Davis.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Outside, Bane. Six to shoot. Pass to Aldama. It's stolen by Kuminga. Outside for Curry. Here's Mr. Clutch. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Mr. Clutch. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant passes to Aldama. Bane with it. Shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Mr. Clutch. We saw him with 39 points last game out.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors miss again.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Mr. Clutch. A three-pointer is right on target. Mr. Clutch has got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Memphis trailing here. Morant pushes to Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 5 points in the game. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good from outside.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. The tray drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
D was too focused on Wiggins scoring. Easy give to his teammate.
Morant, that's for 2. From the top of the key, he buries it.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He picked up 39 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 8 points for him. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 11 points.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Warriors leading by 4. Floats it up for Kuminga. An emphatic LU jam.
Now, passing isn't the strongest part of Wiggins' game, but he is far from a selfish scorer.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bane finds Morant. Back to Bane. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Outside for Curry. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Now Kuminga. 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Mr. Clutch. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
You're terrible, Grizz!
Okay, fans, make some noise for your Grizzlies winner.
Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Anderson comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Wiggins. And Hield subbed in for Curry. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Clark the pass to Bain. Right side Jackson. Clark outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conchar. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Anderson the screen. Here's Mr. Clutch. Goes back up. Looney with it. Golden State moving the ball around. Mr. Clutch. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Conchar. Covered by Hield. Clark the pass to Conchar. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to LaRavia. Connects from three-point range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Bain. And finished off by Anderson.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Conchar finds Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
There's just no hesitation from 3 for Bain. He is trigger happy out there at all times.
In the corner, it's Hield. Here's Mr. Clutch. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mr. Clutch has got 16. A 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
We've got Brandon Clark, John Conchar out there with John Morant. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And it's LaRavia in a power forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kuminga's come in for Kevon Looney. Wiggins comes in for Moses Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Buddy Hield. Here's Conchar. No scoring in this one. Out to Morant. And it's good off the back rim and in. 7 points for John Morant.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Jackson misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Jackson over Wiggins. Over in the corner, Conchar. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Kuminga. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room and a missed layup. Kuminga the pass to Mr. Clutch. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Vince Williams comes in for John Conchar. Curry kicks to Kuminga. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And taking a look at some numbers for Mr. Clutch. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging 40 points, 9 assists, and almost 3.5 steals. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him you have to watch to understand his impact.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Morant. Curry passes to Mr. Clutch. Kuminga, screen on Morant. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Ripped away. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Curry. Here's Mr. Clutch. A three-pointer off the mark.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Jackson. Still yet to score. He gets it in there.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Morant. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Brandon Clark. And it's Bane in for G.G. Jackson. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And finished off by Morant.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 22 points for him.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Knocked away. Here's Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
Now Williams, after the missed three from Mr. Clutch, hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
They set the pick. Lets it go with the three. And he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there for Mr. Clutch.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
That's tipped. Let's go. Gets an open look and hits. Mr. Clutch has got 27 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And guys, you look back to their loss last time out, he missed a lot of free throws that cost him.
First one falls for him.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Baines checked in for Jackson. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 27. Jackson Davis.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Outside, Bane, and it's the Warriors. On the break, here's Mr. Clutch. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mr. Clutch has got 13 points now in the quarter. Outside, Jackson. Pass to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And then Morant cramps it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Mr. Clutch. He has 29. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Number 3, 2 shots.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. Now Bain. No good there with this step-back jam. And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors lead by 15. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the band half-court shot. Rumble, please. So solid. Give it up for our contestant.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Golden State Warriors.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Next up, let's see who made the honors for our NBA Players of the Week. In the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
No stranger getting recognized. Doncic stuffs the stat sheet pretty much every night. Controls the pace of the game. Superstar.
Would you say he's a little bit like Magic?
Oh, let's not get crazy, Ernie.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And so here's Memphis, down by 15, setting the floor for the Warriors. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Mr. Clutch out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Over in the corner, Williams from past the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
There's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Morant. The shot's good. Kuminga's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Mr. Clutch. They lead by 11. Bain with the steal. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now here. Morant. T right on him. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. 17 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
The Warriors shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. That's good for Mr. Clutch. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Morant kicks to Jackson. Williams against Wiggins. Morant outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 34. It's stolen by Aldama. Morant outside. Three-pointer. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 10. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. And Kevin, that pride certainly showed."
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Changing it up here.
What are you doing, all right? We'll get him.
Clark left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls. They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Good on the second free throw. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Warriors leading by 19. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Payton. Golden State moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Kuminga. Misses the baby hook. They get a hand on it. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Warriors on top, up 19. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. We've got John Conshaw. He's out there with John Morant. Jackson is out there with Clark. And it's LaRavia in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Jackson finds Conshaw. And stolen by Payton. And here is Moody. Here's Mr. Clutch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Jackson hits both of them. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my.
And he dunks it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The Grizzlies shooting 40% from the field. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. To the middle, here's Morant. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
The first free throw is good. Grizzlies making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Vince Williams is checked in for Memphis. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. And a miss there on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Morant outside. Clark sets a screen for Morant to the inside. There's the steal.
TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one play.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Williams dishes to Morant. Crosses over. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
Let me just say this, you're going to want to put some extra tape on your ankles if you've got to guard Ja Morant, because his handle is on a string.
Now here's Wiggins. Kuminga, screen on Morant. Offensive rebound. And Kuminga gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Curry. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Another bucket. Wow.
And once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Ja Morant.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And it's the Warriors on the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
The Grizzlies call timeout. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Unloads from 13. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morant's got 27 points. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Morant. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
And he gets the bucket.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Kuminga the pass to Mr. Clutch. Outside, Bain. Out to Morant. It's good from long range. Morant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Warriors lead by 20.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Mr. Clutch has got 11 rebounds in the game. Curry finds Kuminga. And Curry has it in the corner. Here's Mr. Clutch. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's the lob to Jackson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Santi Aldama's checked in for G.G. Jackson. Here's Mr. Clutch. Deflects the pass. And the rejection by Jackson. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Back to Morant. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Aldama with the ball. Defended by Kuminga. And it's blocked.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mr. Clutch.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And that one's good by Clark. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Off target with his 3. And here are the Grizzlies now. Now, here is O'Neal. Jackson down low. He's defended by Pajemski. Jackson misses.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Drills it from outside. Mr. Clutch has got 49 points in the game.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
These box scores look like a video game.